Speaking of Little League Baseball, you know what we're going to now? Bob Feller.
Oh,
absolute legend of the game of baseball.
The heater from Van Meter.
The heater from Van Meter. So he's from Van Meter, which is about 1 mile away from DeSoto.
Welcome to the DeSoto Approach with Jake and Logan.
Well, I don't know if you would call them aliens. Maybe they're not called that.
Let's go.
All right, bud, we're recording.
All right, welcome to episode number 12 of the DeSoto Approach. We are in person today. Big move. I love being in person. This is only like our third in-person episode. Or fourth,
Third
maybe?
or fourth, yeah.
We're in Dubuque this time. Usually we're at Logan's apartment in Des Moines when we do the in-person ones.
We're in about a 10 by 10
It's
square
the smallest
room.
room ever.
We're
We're smashed in. We're smashed in. We have to rearrange the whole room to open the door to get in and out.
Yeah, for sure.
But okay, you wanted to say about the display case? We forgot to mention last week.
Yes. I wanted to bring up the fact that Jordan, who was on our podcast earlier, I think it was like episode 3, their band Display Case just released a single called Redacted. So I just wanted to throw that in there and everyone go
check it out.
Stream it on Spotify. I helped make the music video, which is on YouTube, so go watch that too. So everyone just go give it a listen, I guess.
Yeah, hell yeah. We forgot we were going to talk about it last week because it came out the same day as our episode or the day after.
Right, yeah. It came out the same day.
And then we just did not even think about it.
Well, it came out like the day before we recorded the episode. So
yeah. Either way. All right, we got some good stuff today.
First of all,
I wanted to talk about have you heard of the Havana Syndrome? I know we were kind of talking about it, but have you heard of it before
I've never heard of it. So, when you were telling me last night, I was like, dude, this is some bullshit.
Dude, it's insane. Here, I want to look it up actually what like actual Havana Syndrome is. So it's like these people that are CIA agents and political figures from the US have just been getting, I don't know, attacked by this. They think it's like direct energy weapons or some shit. They're just getting sick. Okay, here, I pulled it up on Wikipedia. So it says it's a set of medical symptoms with unknown causes experienced mostly abroad by U.S. government officials and military personnel. They don't know what it is. And it's only like U.S. government officials, and they're just like getting, and like their families and stuff. And they hear like weird like ringing noises like in their heads, and they get like sick from it. And so this article that I found on Twitter, I sent it to Gilly. It just says, CIA says Havana Syndrome not result of a sustained campaign by hostile power. And I was like, oh, so it definitely just is then. Because the CIA is like, oh, you don't know what it is. And it's just like people in the U.S. government that are just getting fucked up by this. And they have no idea what it is. No one else, like it doesn't happen to anyone else outside of like CIA agents in other countries and shit. Like it's fucking wild. And it's
so these CIA agents will just go like stay at a hotel and they'll just drop dead at the hotel.
No, they don't die.
Oh, they don't. It's just like
I don't think
illness.
any of them have died. Yeah, but it's like this says widespread brain injury symptoms. They think it's being caused by Russia or another foreign power targeting Americans around the world.
What do they think is the cause of it? Like some crazy like 5G shit or like something they're putting
some kind
in
of like direct energy weapon stuff where they can just attack your brain with I don't know, dude, like microwaves and stuff.
That sounds
okay,
insane.
so here we go. This is on the Wikipedia, theories regarding the cause. So I think microwaves is like one theory because they don't know what it is. Like I said, they literally have no idea what's causing
agents aren't
it.
the only ones using microwaves.
Yeah, exactly. So this one, cricket noises. I don't know.
Like the cricket that you print shirts with?
No. Ultrasounds. So they literally think it's like people doing or psychogenic origin. I don't know what that means. But so the first one was it was like a CIA agent in Cuba. That's why it's called Havana Syndrome. They're in Cuba and they'll be like at a hotel and they just get like they just have like brain damage injuries and stuff. I don't know. It's fucking insane, though.
That's so weird that it just happens Like they're just finding it with CIA agents.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what's
the
weird
only
about it.
people that are getting like they think it's like a tax. Like they think it's like they said like the Russian government or someone. Well, the CIA just said they don't think it's that, but I have no idea what else it would be.
Right, yeah.
And if you think the CIA is probably
not gonna
just
admit
pissed
to
that
that.
they're not doing, they're probably doing it to the CIA agents.
Yeah.
The CIA is probably doing it to their own agents, dude, because you know they're working on some shit like that.
Oh, for sure. That's like some next level shit that's not available to, just the
Yeah.
like people don't know about it is what I'm saying. Like,
Oh yeah, they're always working on some crazy shit. Like that was the whole thing with like the MK Ultra programs when they were giving people at like LSD and
What's
trying to do
MK
mind
Ultra?
control. You've never looked at an MK Ultra?
No. Do we got to get an MK?
All right, we're
Ultra?
going deep now. Whoa.
I'm just assuming
Fuck.
people listening to this don't know what MK Ultra is.
Okay, so it was like an experiment that the CIA was doing. Oh, MK Ultra strain. That was weed. No, so
not Y2 or
So-
what's K2? Never mind.
K-
Go on.
YK2.
Go on.
So it was like the CIA was giving. So it was a top secret CIA project in which the agency conducted. Oh, you freaking ad blocker, dude! They motherfucked us. All right. They conducted hundreds of clandestine experiments, sometimes on unwilling U.S. citizens, to assess the potential use of LSD and other drugs for mind control, information gathering, and psychological torture. So they would give people LSD and try and like see if they could use that to like fuck up their brain and do like like the Manchurian Candidate where it's like a guy from Russia or whatever and he's supposed to be like a normal guy and then they fucking say I don't know, some random word and then they turn like that's what they think Sirhan did because he says the guy that killed Robert Kennedy, not Robert Kennedy Jr., the dad, he got assassinated by Sirhan and he was like just claims that he doesn't remember any of it and he doesn't know what's happening, so a bunch of people think he was part of the MK Ultra experiments. They would try and do a bunch of crazy psychological stuff where they would try and get people to just do whatever they wanted. Like literally mind control. They also were doing that with, what's his name? Charles Manson. Because he was apparently like in and out of prison. Every time he would go to prison, because he was just like a cult leader, would get people to kill people.
Yeah.
Like he was like a kind of a serial killer. I don't know if he actually killed anybody. But he would get people to kill people. He would give all of them acid. And like the CIA it came out like they were giving him all the acid. They were trying to teach him how to like mind control people, which is what he was working on. And every time he would get arrested and like go to prison, like someone from higher up than the people that were arresting him would always just let him go. Like they would just let him go every time. He would never get in any trouble until eventually, obviously, he did. But apparently he was arrested multiple times. But so this is talking about the start of it. In the height of the Cold War, the United States government feared that the Soviet, Chinese, and North Korean agents were using mind control to brainwash U.S. prisoners of war in Korea. And so Alan Dulles, real stand-up guy Alan Dulles, head of the CIA, director of the Central Intelligence Agency, approved Project MK Ultra in 1953. So aimed to develop techniques that could be used against Soviet bloc enemies to control human behavior with drugs and other psychological manipulators. It's fucking insane, dude. Like, here, we'll find some other stuff about it. There's 150 human experiments involving psychedelic drugs. 150 experiments with psychedelic drugs, paralytics, and electroshock therapy. Sometimes the subjects knew they were participating. Other times they had no idea. Like, they just didn't, like, they would just dose people with LSD that had no idea that it was happening and try and do mind control experiments on them. That's
wild.
Fucking crazy, dude.
That's wild. So they like how does this relate back to the Havana Syndrome thing that we're talking about?
I don't know how we connected that.
I don't know how we connect.
Yeah, I got fucking going on MK Ultra, dude. I don't know, because you asked.
Yeah, it was
I don't
my
know.
fault.
Oh, well, no. That's what I was saying. Like, the CIA for sure was trying to do something like the Havana Syndrome. Because they've done crazy shit like this.
That's what you were saying. Okay.
Yeah.
You were like, yeah, they were doing something like MK Ultra.
Yeah. And, like, that's why, I don't know, or, like, the people that, like, people that are so against, I mean, I'm not saying the U.S. government did 9/11, but if they did, people are like, oh, they would never do that. Like, the CIA, like, yeah, and everyone admits that they used to do crazy stuff. Like, yeah, they used to do the MK Ultra stuff, but that was back in the 50s, and like all this other stuff, like the Operation Northwoods. Yeah, but that was back then. They would never do that now. Are you shitting me, dude? It's probably way worse now.
It's probably easier to do now.
Yeah, like the Operation Northwoods. Do you know what that is?
Unfortunately,
dude.
yes, I do know. What that is.
Okay. So it was signed by the head, like the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the head of the CIA, and went to JFK's desk. They were gonna blow up a plane that was supposed to have like fake college students on it. They're supposed to be real people that were like faked, whatever. They were gonna blow it up and then blame it on the Cubans so that we can convince everyone to go to war with Cuba, because the like CIA and the government wanted to go to war with Cuba, but nobody in the U.S. did. And it went to JFK's desk. He was the last person to, like, if he would have signed it, they would have done that. And he, like, turned it down. He's like, we're not going to do this. Like, we're not going to lie to everybody just to go to war with this country. Month later, gets a surprise haircut in Dallas. You telling me that wasn't the CIA that did that? He was trying to defund the CIA. He was trying to break them up. He fired Alan Dulles. Dude, I don't know. This shit goes deep, Logan. I'm just saying, dude. I don't know if I trust everything the U.S. government's telling you. Now you want to get into vaccines? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, dude, it's there's some wild shit out there, man, and I think the U.S. government is probably doing the Havana Syndrome stuff to other people.
They're out there.
If not,
they're out there wilding out.
Yeah,
doing some crazy
if not
shit for
the
sure.
fucking their own CIA agents. I feel like they would do that. Yeah. They're saying it's not a result of sustained campaign by hostile power because it's them doing it.
Speaking of fucked up shit that you're about the government, you sent me an article about the drone strike in Kabul.
Oh, dude.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, sure.
Kabul?
I think so. I've heard both.
Doesn't matter, apparently.
Yeah, I don't know. Nobody gives a fuck, dude. No, yeah. So the U.S. government, it just got released, like the Freedom of Information Act, whatever. They have to release a bunch of stuff, even though they still don't. I don't get how that works. But so it's like newly declassified. They just tried to drone strike some guy that's like some Afghani guy. I don't know if he's like a terrorist or whatever. Anyone's a terrorist to the fucking government if they want you to be. But they just blew up like a city block and killed 10 civilians. Dude,
Jesus Christ.
If someone did that, like I was saying last night, dude, if someone just did that to somebody in like Cleveland,
yeah,
we would fucking assassinate the leader of that country and overthrow their government in a week.
Yeah.
And we're just doing that. We do that like fucking once a month in other countries.
Yeah.
Like we just do whatever. We're fucking top dog, dude. No one gives a shit what the US does. What are they
so
like?
wild,
You can't do anything. Like, yeah, it's so fucked up that they would just do that. But yeah, we were watching the video. I don't know if we can put a video on the YouTube one at all. I don't know. Should we even put that? Maybe not. But there's a video of it on like the New York Times article. And it's just showing like civilians walking around. Because there's like a little car that they were trying to bomb that was whoever the guy was. And then it just blew up like a city block. I don't know. That's so fucking wild, dude. But I don't know, man.
Jeez. All right. Where do we go from here?
Yeah, good God, dude. We got deep quick, dude.
Yeah, holy shit.
All right, we can lighten it up a little bit. I found this article on a Doomsday Clock that they have. We'll lighten it up a little.
Yeah, lighten it up a little bit with the Doomsday Clock. So the bulletin of atomic scientists on Thursday said that the proverbial Doomsday Clock remained at 100 seconds to midnight, or as the group put it, at Doom's doorstep.
That's fucking dark, dude. Fuck this group of people. They're just trying to fucking stir everyone up, I feel like, right?
Oh, for sure.
Keep going on this, though. Read this. Or go down a little, I think. Dude, this is such a stupid group of people. So to be fair, it was founded by Einstein in 1947. The Doomsday Clock was.
The closer the clock is set to midnight, the closer humanity is to a doomsday.
Yep.
And the clock has been set to 100 seconds to midnight since 2020.
And what's that mean? That means nothing.
100 seconds
Just say
is
they're close.
up.
Yeah, but why do they have to have the clock? Like, just because Einstein said it, like, this is how we measure it. This is how we measure it from now
Science,
on.
bud.
Dude, they had...
Don't you know anything about doomsday science?
I guess fucking not, dude. They said...
Dude, nothing makes sense anymore.
No, man.
Like
Where's-
the...
It was... The farthest it's been was 17 minutes to midnight. But since 2018, it's been at least 2 minutes to midnight. Dude, that's the most fucking stupid, arbitrary amount of shit. Like, what's the difference between 100 seconds and 17 minutes? Just say how close you are. Do a scale of fucking...
It's about 20 minutes.
Yeah, dude.
Just about 10%.
At any moment, we're 17 minutes away from all being dead.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, it makes sense to these guys, Logan.
Oh, man.
It's
What are we gonna do tomorrow?
What are we gonna do tomorrow?
Well,
Oh, you guys have the wedding.
yeah, but we're only going for like an hour.
Not a close friend.
We'll probably stop in, have a few drinks, say hi to her, and then
We'll hit up the open bar and then
Yeah.
probably just dip.
that's probably what's gonna happen.
Fuck.
I haven't been to Dubuque in a while. I haven't been out in Dubuque in a while.
I know. I gotta work during the day. I was gonna say we should go skiing. Did you bring your skis?
I was
though?
think-
I
they're
was gonna
here.
tell you before. Oh,
They're at
I was
Kyle's
gonna tell
house.
you before, but I work
Parents'
all day
house.
during the day tomorrow. So I was like, we
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to go.
Well, and it's supposed to be. It's fucking freezing outside. I guess it's not that
It's
bad
not that
right now.
bad.
It's supposed to.
No,
warm
especially
up.
when you're like snowboarding and skiing, you get warm quick.
when you're skiing. Do you wear goggles or can you just wear sunglasses?
I guess you could wear sunglasses.
But
I have
you-
an extra
you
pair
wear-
of goggles if you want one.
Okay.
Cause I just got a pair for Christmas.
Big. Have you ever been like skiing somewhere other than Dubuque?
No. But did I tell you what my mom got me for Christmas?
Oh, she got you
The
a
Epic Pass or whatever, so I can go somewhere. We should go to Colorado. I mean,
You
I'm
just-
gonna go for sure.
You just get like a pass and then you go.
Yeah,
Go on
so-
all the mountains out there. Or
Yeah.
there's, like,
So
different
Epic is this
resorts?
company that they own. I think I sent you this like 2 years ago actually because I thought it was super interesting, like how the business of ski resorts work, because it costs like tens of millions of dollars just to run the snow machines because they make the fake snow. Even like up in the mountains, they
Holy
still
shit.
have to. It costs so much fucking money just
So
to do
that's
that.
why it's so expensive
Let alone,
to go.
yeah, oh yeah. Let alone like running all of the lifts, you have thousands of people employed at these things, like
Yeah.
people running the lifts, the people doing all the maintenance, the people working in the ski lodge, like the instructors, the ski patrol. Like there's so many people that work for these companies, and it's such a seasonal thing. Like you can't do it in the summer, so it's not people. It's like I'm sure there's some people it's their like full-time career, but like the people that are running the ski lifts, like it's mostly like it's just a seasonal thing. So you have to
Yeah.
rehire. Probably 80% of your staff is new every year.
How late, like into the year, can they go?
Well, it's different in Colorado. They go to like May because they're up in the mountains, so it snows more
Stays
up
cold
there.
up there,
Yeah. Like in Dubuque, they closed. They just opened like Christmas.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
or maybe like the week before because it was so warm out.
Yeah.
So they couldn't just make because they just have to completely make snow.
That's one thing we like missed out on for sure, big time. Growing up in DeSoto, is the fucking dogs.
No.
Dogs are fucking dogs are barking. No, that's one thing we missed growing up in DeSoto is like skiing and stuff. Because like I went skiing for the first time last year, and I had
Yeah.
no idea how it fucking worked. I didn't realize there was a lift that you just like sat on
Yeah.
with your skis
Just
on
takes you up,
and like
dude.
the fake snow. Like,
Yeah.
it was all so like
You've never been at all before
No,
that?
never.
Oh,
never
damn, I didn't
at
know
all.
that.
So I had no idea. I had no idea. I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah.
But
No, I went a few times because that place right outside Des Moines in like Boone, that Seven Oaks place, which fucking sucks.
it's not
dude.
as good as
It's
the
so
place in
shit.
Dubuque.
Yeah, because I went right before, whenever we were all hanging out right before Christmas, I went with my cousins.
Yeah.
And it's sick for them because they're younger. One of them's 11 and one of them's 14. So it's like fun for them because they're like new. It's like big enough. But I was like, dude, if
Yeah.
I was gonna go all the time, like it's just really small.
It'd get really repetitive.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
doing it over and over again.
But I'd been out there a few times when I was younger, and then but I've never been like up in the mountains actually.
That'd
Like,
be
that's what I
so
wanna
sick.
do.
Just
Yeah.
the views up there would be so cool.
Oh yeah.
That
And it's long. You can go top to bottom at Seven Oaks in like 13 seconds. Like, that's not fun, dude.
no, that just gets annoying. Like,
Yeah.
You have to go. Then you have to get in line to
You
go back up.
spend way
on
more
the,
time on the lifts than you do, like,
Yeah.
actually. Especially if
Yeah.
it's busy.
Yep. All we had in DeSoto was good old fashioned Little League baseball.
Dude, speaking of Little League baseball, you know what we're going to now? Bob Feller.
Oh,
Absolute legend of the game of baseball.
the heater from Van
The
Meter.
heater from Van Meter. So he's from Van Meter, which is about 1 mile away from DeSoto,
It
right?
basically touches DeSoto,
Yeah.
I'd say.
It's literally maybe 1 mile away. So absolute legend. He played baseball in like the late 30s through like the 50s. One of the fastest pitchers ever. Like there's people that claim he was pitching like 120 miles an hour, which just isn't real.
That's not real.
But from like legitimate calculations that they were doing, like he was throwing like 106, which is unbelievable even today. And this was in the 1940s.
I'm gonna look it up. 104.
Yeah, it depends who you
He was
ask,
clocked at
dude.
104 by a motorcycle.
Yeah, is that the one?
I think
Dude,
so.
so this is the most fucking absurd thing I've ever seen. So he started in like 1936 or whatever. He was also 17 years old. I think he's the youngest starting pitcher for an MLB game. I
He
think
was
he still
17
might
in
be.
the MLB.
Yes.
Holy shit.
And also like his second or third game, he tied the record for most strikeouts in a game when he was like 17.
Jeez.
He
that's
was
fucking
insane.
wild.
But so there's a video of Bob Feller in the 40s, and to measure how fast he could pitch it, they did like a mini documentary thing on this, on how fast he could pitch it. They had him pitch it next to a guy driving a motorcycle, and they recorded it, and they based how fast the guy was going on his motorcycle next to the baseball to see how fast he was going. That's fucking insane,
The
dude.
video-
That's insane that they would do that. Like,
It sounds like it doesn't sound as funny as it is until you watch the
yeah,
video.
you have to see the video.
So
We'll see if we can add the video on the YouTube episode. Do you think
yeah,
we could?
I'll throw it in there somewhere so you guys can see, but it is the funniest shit I've ever seen. It's just like a still camera shot of him. He's pitching on the right side of the screen and the catcher's on the left side of the screen, and you just see a fucking motorcycle fly across the
No, it's not even a
screen
catcher. They
as-
have two like paper things with a dot in the middle. So that's like the strike zone or whatever.
Yeah.
They have one that he throws it through. And then they have another one that the guy on the motorcycle drives through as well. It's like one of those big paper things that the football teams run out through before a football game. It's like that.
And they just like timed up so he like went into his windup and they like timed the throw. Like as he was releasing the ball, the motorcycle passed him and the motorcycle just flew by.
And they clocked how fast the guy on the motorcycle was going and like, oh, this is how fast he's going. Oh, this is the sound. Before radar guns, Bob Feller. That's the name of the video.
So that's
It's
why
on
there's
YouTube.
an asterisk next to the 104 miles.
No,
now.
this is about as
Dude,
official
there's
as
no
you
way
could
that
get.
motorcycle was going 104 miles an
No,
hour.
he wasn't. He was going like at 89 miles an hour, and they measured like when
And
he
he went
released
faster.
it, he was about 10 feet in front of
They
him,
just-
and then he beat him by like 4 feet. Dude, it's so fucking absurd.
They just estimated.
Also, he's wearing slacks and like a button-up t-shirt and a tie, dude. It's so fucking absurd that they did this.
Yeah.
It's a police officer on a motorcycle.
Dude, that reminds me of like just how insane analytics are in sports now. Like, have you ever like you'll watch a baseball game and they'll give you like the percentage chance of him catching the ball. Like they have like this Amazon like web services
Yeah.
and they have like AI and they'll like show like a diving catch and they'll be like he had a 29%
Yeah,
chance
no,
of
that's
catching this ball.
stupid though. I've always thought that was them. They always do it like with the NFL, like
Yeah.
catches. Like there was a 12.9% probability he was gonna catch. I was like, dude,
Like, I
no,
get-
there's 100. He fucking caught it. There was 100%. Like
It does.
I
It
don't
kind of
know.
it almost feels like it's just like a made up number.
It is, dude. It
and
is
they just,
a made up
They
number.
just do it just so people like me can fucking
Yeah.
peek out on
So
it.
fucking stupid people like 12.9% probability.
Yeah, I'm just like,
So
no way.
So fucking autistic kids at home can geek out about the fucking probability of Odell Beckham Jr.'s fucking backhand catch. Dude, you don't even know. There's actually a 12.9% probability chance that he was going to catch that. Like, it's just such a fucking... They could throw up any number. They don't know. How do they measure that?
They don't have enough, like... They don't have enough data, like especially if it's a rookie, like a rookie center. Let's say, or football. Let's say it's a rookie wide receiver, and he goes up and makes like a one-handed catch in the end zone. It was like an insane catch, and then they come up and say, "Yeah, that judging by our analytics, that was about a 10.2% chance of him catching that." Like they don't know that receiver. They don't have any data on that receiver, any prior game footage. It makes more sense if it's like a veteran player who's made a ton of catches like that, so then they have more stuff to compare it to.
It's also so like it's not the same thing. Every single catch is so much different from every other one.
So how do you? Yeah, they literally just have to fucking. There's probably like two jackasses like us, like sitting in a booth somewhere, and they're just like watching the game.
10% chance.
They're watching the game, and he catches it. And they're just like, yeah, we think Jimbo. 10? We'll give him 11%. You throw it up there, 11%. How fast was that? How fast? Okay, he threw the ball 55 marinara.
55. Yeah, then they throw a fucking Amazon Analytics graphic at the bottom of the screen. Like, it's got to be right, dude.
Jeff Bezos said so.
But, dude, I do like, after just talking so much shit about this, I do like that show Sports Science. Do you remember that?
That was a cool show, yeah.
But that was kind of different. They would just, like... measure random shit, or it'd be like how hard someone can punch or whatever. They'd have like Mike Tyson punching.
Yeah. Or there was one where Ronaldo did the headers in the dark.
Yeah, no, that was Castrol Edge though. That wasn't Sports Science. It was the same thing. It was like the same thing. Yeah, but it was Castrol Edge. I was actually gonna say that, dude. That is so, like, he's insane. They would do, so they'd have like a regular guy that just plays like whatever Sunday league soccer, and they would do a thing where they would cross in a corner. There's no one defending it or anything, and then like when the ball's like 15 feet away, they would cut all the lights out because it's inside, and then he would try and head it, and like the other guy would just miss it because he's watching it all the way in.
Yeah.
And then Ronaldo, they would do it, and he fucking headed it in perfectly. They did it like 3 times. There's one they cut the lights, the ball bounced, and then he still kicked it in. And then they did one like he's so good at knowing where the ball's gonna be, they would kick the corner, and like right as the ball left the ground, basically, they would shut the lights off. So the whole time it's in the air, he couldn't see it. Just based off of like the first 4 feet of where and how the guy kicked it, he like ran up and fucking shouldered it in, which is hard to do without even like while looking at it the whole time. Like, that's so wild.
Yeah.
And like how hard he could kick the ball and stuff, or like, I don't know. That shit was wild because he's such a freak athlete. Like, I think he had like a 40-something inch vertical too, which was wild. I don't even remember everything from it. Yeah. It was crazy. But also, back to Bob Feller. I was watching this mini documentary on him last night, and he's from Adel, Iowa, which is also where Niall Kinnick is from.
It's a part of the school district of. It's a part of the school district of DeSoto, which is where, like, we lived.
Yeah.
So, like, we went to Adel to go to school.
Yeah, so we went, and that's where Niall Kinnick went. The only Heisman Trophy winner ever from the University of Iowa. The stadium at Iowa is, like, named after him and stuff. They were on the same Little League baseball team. And also, dude, Bob Feller, in the prime of his career, he's the best pitcher in the MLB. Yeah, I mean, he's a Hall of Famer. Like, he's one of the best ever. In the prime of his career, immediately after Pearl Harbor happened, he just signed up and was like a gunner on a battleship for like 4 years, and during World War II.
Dude, that's so badass.
Yeah, and then came back in the prime of his career. Just gave up like 3 or 4 years, whatever, and then came back, won a fucking World Series like the next season.
That's crazy,
dude.
You got to think there probably wasn't as much money though.
In baseball?
In baseball.
No.
So it wasn't
he's also a goddamn American hero, Logan.
It wasn't, well, that too, but it wasn't like as crazy to turn
Yeah, it's
down.
not like he's given up a $70 million
like now if
contract.
Like Bryce Harper was like, I'm
going to go fight in the war. He was making $35,000 a year.
Yeah, like he wasn't like living lavishly probably at the time.
But he was super famous. So like when he enlisted, they were like, they were just going to give him a job stateside, like running like PT stuff or kind of being there for morale. Because everyone knew who he was. He was like the best pitcher in professional baseball. And he was like, no, dude, I'm fucking going to war.
Yeah.
And he did. Came back.
Dude, the coolest thing, and baseball fans will appreciate this because like there's there's always like pitcher-catcher duos are like a big thing in baseball. And the fact that so Niall Kinnick was on Bob Feller's Little League team.
Yeah, dude.
And he was the catcher for Bob Feller. Yep. So just imagine, dude, the chances of that are insane. Like the two guys that came out of that.
Yeah. Heisman Trophy winner.
Heisman Trophy, like could have been.
Good at football, bad at flying planes.
He's an American hero.
I mean, he's could make an argument he's not very good at flying planes. Good at being a catcher for the... Dude, I'll say it. Bob Feller's the best. He's the best ever, dude.
Best pitcher of all time?
He's the best pitcher of all time.
I mean, anyone that has the ingenuity to think to clock their pitch with a motorcycle driving by a camera.
Dude, and that's what's so fucking insane to me. Like, I could watch this video. The first time I watched this video, in 2 seconds, I was like, why couldn't they just record it and then just do, like, see the time that it took and do, like, a feet per second calculation? Like, you could figure that out so much easier than having a guy on a fucking motorcycle drive by and clock his speedometer as he's fucking flying next to the baseball.
They did it for optics.
That's so funny, dude. And the fact that, look at this. They had the guy drive through the other side. The ball comes through, and then the guy fucking just comes screaming. Why'd they have that? They did not have to have him drive through that.
Well, yeah,
if he's a foot on either side, he's smoking the like setup on that thing.
That's awesome.
But dude, he's an absolute legend. Also, you got to think they didn't have the same kind of like sports science, strength conditioning programs back then.
Yeah, like Niall Kinnick's a Heisman Trophy winner, but there's like a 99, there's like 100% chance he would not be a Heisman Trophy winner if he would.
No,
now.
Dude, he couldn't play for like a big school in Texas, like a high school now.
Oh, probably not, no.
But like Bob Feller was still throwing, like that's fucking 104 miles an hour is still fast for the MLB now. That's so fast.
Yeah. Yeah, but that, you can't. How do you...
They had official calculations, Logan. The guy checked his speedometer on the motorcycle.
And then they just added like 20 as the ball beat it.
Well, the ball was going about 20 miles an hour faster than him.
Yep. Adds up.
But, like, there's reports, like, people like this even says, some say Bob Feller threw as fast as 120 miles an hour. There's no way that happened.
That's fucking insane, dude.
That's so fast. That's not even possible. But like I was saying, he didn't have any, like he always talks about, because he grew up as literally just a farmer in Van Meter. And he was like, just saying how it just strengthened, he thought it just strengthened all of his like shoulders, like in his muscles and like his hands. I was like, I don't know if that makes that big of a difference, like your hand muscles and stuff, but probably.
It's more like, I would say throwing hard is more in your legs.
That was the thing that I was, one of the documentaries I was watching, and that's what they were saying. But he always said that he credits it to like his shoulder muscles and like his arm strength just from doing stuff on the farm his whole life.
Yeah.
If you're doing farm work from when you're a little kid, you're just like ligaments and shit have to be so strong.
Yeah, like you're not going to get hurt.
No.
You're going to be able to power through.
And he was just fucking pitching heat. They were saying one of the seasons he was trying to break the strikeout record, and he said every game he would just go out and throw every single pitch as hard as he could. And then after that season, he was like, yeah, my fastball was like 10 miles an hour slower after that.
Dude, Bob Feller would get tanked.
Threw his arm
if you tried
out.
to do that now, you would get absolutely tanked.
Oh, yeah.
Just throw a fastball every time.
That's what he did. Well, I guess he had a really good curveball, too. But everyone was like, obviously his fastball was like, he's the fucking heater from Van Meter, baby.
Yeah.
Dude, he's the GOAT. I'm also related to Bob Feller. I think. I don't know. That's what my grandma said one time. But my grandma...
I thought you went to high school with Bob Feller.
No, I went to high school with Niall Kinnick.
Oh, then you worked at Hy-Vee with Kurt Warner?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
But my mom lives in Van Meter, so Bob and I are pretty tight. I'm related to him, dude.
I believe you.
I think my grandma told
I got
me
a
that one
baseball
time.
signed by him at the museum.
That's fucking actually kind of cool.
Yeah. And then
I
it
got my
faded
DNA signed by him.
And then it faded away because I didn't like cover it up or
And
anything.
I took it to Little League practice.
Dude, I would have. That would have been some shit I would have done. It was like a Little League baseball. It literally said Little League on it, and then he just signed it, and I just set it in my room, and the pen just faded away on it.
Really?
It like bled. Like the pen.
That kind of sucks. Do you still have it?
I don't know.
You could sell it as an NFT, dude.
Just take a picture of it.
I don't know how NFTs work.
I wonder.
Dude, me and one of my buddies were watching Derek Lewis fight the other day. This was a couple weeks ago. And after the fight, he just took his cup out, knocked this guy out, first minute of this fight. Takes his cup out and just throws it in the crowd. And then, so then the interviewer guy after, what Rogan usually does, but it wasn't him, it was some other guy, goes in like in the ring and is interviewing him. And he's like, yeah, you threw your cup out there and something. What was that for? He goes, yeah, no, I don't know. I think I might make that into an NFT or something. Has no idea what NFTs are.
Just take the clip and
yeah, dude.
Everyone's just like, yeah, make it into an NFT.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Dude, I'm telling you, dude, buy an Airbnb. I'm telling you. I saw this video the other day of these guys talking about how they're like, yeah, we started an Airbnb company and it's actually an NFT. So once you buy the NFT, then you can come stay in the Airbnb like 3 weeks out of the. It's just like
it's just a timeshare.
Actually, yeah, that's kind of what it sounded.
That
like.
is right. Isn't that
it just
the same
seems
thing?
like people are like trying too hard to push the technology instead of just letting it like develop. Like one of the best uses for NFTs that I thought of, or not, I didn't think of this.
Yeah, last time you tried to tell me you know how the internet works, dude. You're so full of shit, Logan.
No, I saw a use for it, and it was like tickets, like NFTs for like buying like concert tickets, sporting event tickets, things like that. Because then you can't like it's like 100% proof of ownership. Like you own that ticket. Like no one can rip it off. Like it doesn't just go away. Like you don't accidentally delete an email and it's fucking gone.
Can that happen?
I mean, people counterfeit and steal tickets and shit all the time.
Don't they scan? Can't you get the ones that like scan?
Dude,
on your phone?
Quit questioning.
No, I'm big on NFTs. I'm a big NFT guy.
You just say you don't know how they work.
Nobody knows how they work, Logan. You explain to me how an NFT works.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, this is good, man. You explain to me how an NFT works.
I don't know how an NFT works.
Oh, here we go.
But I have a fucking beef, dude. I was telling you about this. I have fucking beef with storage in general.
Oh, yeah, you were talking about this.
Dude, storage gets me fired up.
I also like how you were fucking talking hot shit about NFTs, and then I asked you to explain it, and you fucking changed the subject, dude. No.
Storage, right?
Yeah, okay.
Dude, I got fucking beef with storage. Okay. I have it's a conspiracy,
yeah,
really.
No, 100%.
Like, it's really just a conspiracy, about how the rich people just separate themselves from poor people. Like, we're trying to produce the most professional podcast in the world right now.
This is the most professional podcast.
And we are
Look
doing
at this room that we've turned into a podcast studio.
And we are doing everything we can with what we have. And it's just like constantly, oh, your fucking computer ran out of storage. Oh, you're low on storage. We're filming this on an iPhone right now. Like, oh, you ran out of storage on your iPhone. Like, rich people don't have problems with that, dude, because they can just buy the fucking, like, they can just spend a shit ton of money on, like, fucking Amazon cloud storage and shit. Like, it's a huge problem with people starting out, like, with any kind of internet business, and no one ever talks about it.
Yeah.
Because it costs so much to, like, it costs so much to store things.
Yeah.
It's so fucking simple, but it's just it pisses me off so much. Everything's like, we have to like delete episodes. Like we don't even have an archive of episodes because we have to delete them as soon as we record them.
Yeah. And every time we've tried to record the videos, like multiple times, it'll cut off like 30 minutes in.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, people might say, oh, dude, just get a Dropbox account. Dude, just get a Dropbox account. Upload Drop. Okay, you try fucking uploading you try uploading like a 6 gigabyte video to Dropbox and see how long it takes you. It takes you like fucking 3 days.
Does it really?
I don't know. It takes. I always give up. I'm like, dude, this is so dumb.
Fair.
Like, why is it so fucking hard to store? Why is it so hard to store something? iPhone, figure it out. Apple, figure it out. Like, make it affordable to have more. Like, it can't be that expensive to put more storage in there. They're charging like $300 more.
I have
for
no
an
idea,
iPhone.
but I have like 300 pictures probably on my phone, and every time I just open my photos, it says my storage is full. I've deleted everything off my phone. Do you remember the other day I was deleting everything off of my phone? I don't know where the storage is being taken up.
Like the baseline storage that it gives you. So you know how like it's called like the apps and stuff that come with your phone. Obviously, obviously that's going to take up storage, right? But I feel like somehow that number just gets bigger and bigger the longer you have the phone.
Yeah.
Even though you could literally factory reset
all the fucking bullshit.
Like I could buy a phone tomorrow and have, let's say, 60 gigabytes of storage available. And then I have that phone for 3 years and I factory reset it after 3 years. And then I only have 40 gigabytes of free storage after I factory reset it. Where the fuck what happened to that 20
like
gigabytes?
Updates and stuff, automatic updates, does it take up storage on your phone?
But if you factory reset it, it should take it back to the original.
Well, can it? Or because there's some stuff that it has to be updated to keep going on like the networks, right?
Dude, they're fucking... It's bullshit. They're doing this on purpose.
They're doing it to keep you down.
They're
Logan.
doing it to keep us down.
They're doing it to keep you down. Dude.
Me specifically.
You specifically.
They're trying to fuck me over.
Fucking Christ. Yeah, dude. I think that I don't know where the storage is what it's being taken up by, and it's bullshit, dude.
Yeah.
But I don't know. All I'm saying, dude, is Bob Feller, the heater from Van Meter. He's the greatest pitcher ever. He's my great uncle. I would assume.
It's a pretty safe assumption.
I would assume. I would assume my great uncle.
Yeah.
R.I.P. He died in 2010. I thought he was still alive.
Real close.
Found out last night.
You guys are really close.
Found out last night. Yeah. We're close when I was younger. Okay.
Yeah.
We're close now.
Dude, Bob Feller. Hate to break it to you, but Bob Feller, your uncle, Bob Feller, fucking asshole, dude. He didn't even like...
Yeah, you know why? Because he could. He's the fucking best, dude. You can be an asshole when you're the best. Oh, why? Because he went to war for this country? Because he went to war for your freedoms that you enjoy now?
Yeah, you're right.
Are you kidding me, dude?
You're right. I'll give him a pass.
You just disrespected an American hero, Logan.
Whatever, dude. Keep talking.
Oh,
I have terrible posture, I feel like, right now.
Yeah, and you wanted to sit on the stool.
Yeah, this isn't good.
The stool would have been bad. Your spinal erectors don't have the stamina that you thought they did.
There, now I have good posture, sitting straight up and down.
Yeah, that is good. I'm actually slouching too pretty bad. I have bad posture always. All right, we got another one over here. This article from... You knew it was going to be shit because it's from BuzzFeed. That's all I need to even say about this article is that it's from BuzzFeed. But the title of the article is People Are Sharing Things They Don't Do Anymore Because of COVID. They're not doing these things because of COVID, okay? And the number one... So it's just random people send these in, and it's like 10 of them.
It's like things we used to be able to do before, but now we can't.
Yeah. It's 20 of them. It's 21. Oh, dude, make it an even number. But they did number one is just
click on it.
Wearing any makeup at this point, TBH is the number one. Why are you putting that in your article? It's obviously not real. The person probably still wears makeup.
I know a lot of people that still wear makeup.
Yeah. This one kind of makes sense because I do agree. Still going to work when you're sick because you're not too sick to work. That one I get. Because if you're sick, don't go to work now. You know what I mean? Because people are concerned. Because, like, dude,
how long does that pass last, though? Because I feel like it's just like a pass.
What do you mean?
Like, if you're sick, well...
Yeah, like, even if you have a cold.
But even if you have a cold, people would be like, oh, you can still go to work.
Yeah, you're going to go to work. Like, you don't
But you're going to go get everyone else
But
sick.
now if you do... Yeah, but nobody cares because there's a cold.
True.
You know what I mean? Like, 2 years ago, no one cares if you have a cold. Like, you just be around people with the flu. You don't care.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan played the flu game wasn't that in the finals that Michael Jordan played when he had the flu? If he did that now, we'd fucking bury him alive. Imagine LeBron trying to play in the finals with COVID right now. Completely asymptomatic. He's fine because he's LeBron James. He's not going to get affected by COVID. And he shows up to play in the finals. Dude, they would fucking bury him alive.
Yeah.
You'd be put in prison if you try to do that now, dude.
Yeah, I'll give this article that one.
That's a decent one.
Okay.
This one, sharing drinks with people. I used to never think twice about drinking after someone. I feel like a lot of people have always been weird about that. Like just sharing drinks. I don't care. I've never cared. It doesn't bother me.
Usually, like...
But that's another good one, I guess.
I mean, usually when you share drinks with someone, though, it's like someone you're close to. You're not just like...
Oh, I drink a random person's drink.
Hey, buddy, try this.
No, 100% I would try a random person's drink. I still would, dude. I don't give a shit. But...
I don't think I agree with you. That's not like anything different, though. I feel like people are always like, oh,
now.
no, you already drank out of that?
Like, I wouldn't... Like, 3 years ago, a random person... I would be like, do you want to try it? Like, if I was trying something, they were like, oh, I like that. Maybe not a completely random person. It would depend.
Like an acquaintance.
But like, yeah. Someone I'm kind of friends with or whatever. But like, yeah, you can try this, whatever.
Yeah.
Now I don't think I would even offer because it's kind of weird. Just because I get it. Like, it's definitely weirder now.
Yeah. So far, this article's turned out to be pretty good, Jake.
No, dude. They get worse. They get worse, Logan. Blowing out candles on a cake, then serving that cake to other people. You are too concerned if you're doing that, right? Why not?
Blowing out candles on a cake?
Yeah.
Who the fuck said that?
Lucky_Wolf_03. By the way, these are the people they're getting for this BuzzFeed article. BuzzFeed can't even come up with their own content. They're getting tweets from LuckyWolf03.
As we're reading off an article for our podcast.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Our content is coming from LuckyWolf03.
Yeah, essentially. But back to that. That's fucking... What?
Yeah.
Blow out candles?
Oh, hang on, dude. This one, flying on an airplane.
Relax, dude.
Flying on an airplane. Dude, you can fly on an airplane. You're going to be fine. Also, hang on. This says, flew for the first time this week since 2018. 2 years before COVID started. This guy just doesn't fly on
He just
airplanes.
doesn't fly. He just doesn't like to fly in general.
And then it says, shit was weird, man. Dude.
What the fuck?
Oh, thank you, Monkey Delta Foxtrot.
I guess it's like, it depends where you're at in the country. Like, everyone kind of interprets it differently. Like, we live in Iowa.
Since 2018.
That's insane. I'm saying, like, people are scared to fly. Like,
that's what I'm saying. You can't
Iowa
still be this scared about it, right? Yeah. You cannot still be this scared
to fly. Yeah,
that's insane. This one, knowing what the lower half of faces look like.
That's fucking stupid.
That's just someone that lives somewhere that everybody wears masks all the time. I guess, right? Because we haven't had masks here.
There hasn't been a mask mandate in Iowa for a minute.
Yeah. Coughing and sneezing in public. I get this one, kinda.
Oh, okay. It's
always weird.
Back to the mask thing, actually.
Yeah.
Back when it was like when we all were wearing masks, and then like everyone just like kind of stopped wearing them.
Yeah.
For a while, people always talk about this. One thing I noticed, I would do weird shit with my mouth. With a mask on, and then I like noticed myself doing it without a mask on. I'm like,
really?
Fuck, I gotta tighten that shit up. Like you just like have your mouth like you were just doing. Like I swear to God, dude. Next time you wear a mask, like be conscious of what your mouth is doing. You're probably
just walking around.
You're probably doing weird shit with your mouth.
I don't know. I don't remember, but the
You're
coughing and
always, yeah, but
sneezing
you're
is-
always doing weird shit with your mouth.
Yeah, that's true,
A
dude.
little
Nothing
mouth
different.
ears.
Nothing different, dude.
Oh man.
The coughing
Next
and
one.
sneezing in public one, though, I kind of get it. It's just weirder now. Like, I feel like people are more aware of it.
Yeah, they're more aware of it. I think you're a fucking piece of shit if you like actually get mad at someone for sneezing or coughing.
I get if people don't, like, cover up, but that's always bothered people.
That's always bothered me, even if it's not like
Yeah.
even before COVID. If someone just goes and like
Yeah,
sneeze,
dude.
dude, like one time. So okay, that reminded me of that time I was in high school with Theron.
Oh my god.
So our friend Theron, who's like the craziest motherfucker you'll ever meet in your life, who's also from DeSoto.
Oh yeah.
We were we had to do these assigned reading things, and he would always do shit just to piss me off. And we'd have to do these like not assigned readings, but we'd like read for 20 minutes after
Like right after
lunch.
lunch. Yeah.
And we're just like we'd all go sit by each other up in the front of the class, like up in front of the classroom on the floor, and I'm just sitting there like not reading, obviously. Like you think we read? No, we weren't fucking reading. That's for sure. And I'm sitting there and Theron just goes, hey Logan, looks right at me, fucking stares me right in the eyes, and I'm just like, what? And he just goes like this with his mouth. Just like that motion you make right when you're about to sneeze, and I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And just fucking sneezes right in my goddamn face. And
and like
I have-
intentionally just like flew all over.
Dude,
that
talk
was
about
the
someone
most
who would have been thrown in
psychopath
prison.
move I've ever seen in my life, dude. That was awful.
Dude, and he fucking knew that I wasn't going to do anything because we were in class, and like I wasn't the type of person to like get in a fucking fight in school. So like he knew that he would get away with it.
Oh, yeah.
And dude, I'd never been so pissed.
Also, what are you gonna do? Beat up Theron?
True, like it's not going to happen.
You like tackled him though. You were like wrestling in the front
Yeah.
of the class. It just, by the way, so it was like, what was it called? It was like silent sustained reading. Right? It was
Yeah,
supposed to be
SSR.
like 20 minutes
SSR.
of like just everyone was supposed to be quiet and just be reading. This was probably 5 minutes in, and it ended it. It was over, dude. Nobody read a fucking another goddamn word for that thing because it was just fucking pandemonium.
Just the most. It was just the most. It might be the most disrespectful thing anyone's ever done to me in my life.
No, I think when he just walked up, we were sitting at your house, and you were like laying in the living room
he
and
always
wearing a
why
white
is it
t-shirt.
me? Because he knew I'd get pissed. yeah.
dude, because he knew you would be the most pissed about
That's
it.
true. I
Because
played
Logan
into
was
it.
wearing just a plain, completely white t-shirt, and Theron came out with a with just a bottle of mustard, and for absolutely no reason, just squirted a bunch of mustard all over his shirt.
Dude, and then oh man. And then I just got irrationally mad at him, started throwing like pickles at him or something. He
Oh,
like ran out and
yeah.
I like got pickles.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, anyway, what's the next one on the list?
All right. This one, just anywhere with a crowd. If you are that concerned now, and also these people have to be the super pro-vaccine people. You know they're fucking triple boosted, and they're just scared to go anywhere with a crowd. How do you live your life like that? We are 2 years in. How are you still like that scared to do anything? Right?
Yeah.
That's
like
crazy.
Yeah. Like I understand, I don't know, do whatever you want, but like you have to fucking live your life at some point.
Yeah.
Like
At what point are you just like, maybe I'm not going to die?
also what this article,
Oh, and
when did this article come out?
like this week.
Is the most unoriginal article I've
Oh,
ever
yeah.
heard. Like everything
January
on here
20th.
Dude,
So
everything
yesterday.
on here has been in a fucking TikTok video that I've seen.
Yeah.
Like things we used to do before COVID
Yeah.
that we don't do now.
This one,
Coughing in public.
number 10,
Really?
going anywhere you want without thinking about it. Just don't think about it.
What?
They're just not going to go places. That's the
Whoever's-
first thing they think about. Imagine.
We need to work for BuzzFeed, dude. We could turn that company
Oh
around.
my God, dude. No, we couldn't.
Yeah, we would. If we're on the exec team,
The exec team.
turn that company
We'd turn it
around.
into the most professional journalism in the fucking
Oh,
world,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
They're just not as professional as us, dude.
Yeah. Nothing's really more professional than this podcast that we're doing right now. The most professional podcast in the world.
This next one, dating during COVID sucks. I think dating with this person probably always sucked, dude.
I could see that, but like I never really.
This is there are no social gatherings to meet new people. These people just live in like it has to just be all people from LA. Is everything in LA still shut down? Like, dude, in Dubuque, there is nothing. It doesn't exist here.
The only
you
thing
can do
I
whatever
can
you
think
want,
of,
whenever you want. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. The only thing that I can think of that's still like kind of lingering is like Ubers and stuff, because all those companies are ran out of California, so you still have to like technically wear a mask in an Uber.
Yeah.
And all like usually they try to follow those guidelines. So like that's the only place, at least in Iowa, like that's the only place that you still see like.
Oh, do you have to wear a Uber?
Not necessarily just masks, just like COVID restrictions, COVID anything to do with COVID. It's just like in an Uber.
Yeah.
That's about the only place I can think of.
Right. Yeah.
Restaurants don't require it anymore. Bars and stuff don't. I guess like with
it'll say like recommended, but I don't think anywhere requires it.
Yeah, that's true. They don't like Is that it?
This one, vaccines not being political. I get that. Like, how come everything is just so like you can tell someone's like political views based on what they think of COVID? I feel like actually not really. But a lot of the times, it's because people just can't think for themselves.
It shouldn't be.
So
like
if they're
that,
a Republican, they think COVID's fake, and if they're a Democrat, they're scared to fucking go outside. You know what I mean? Like the people, not all of them, but the people that just can't think for themselves. It's on both sides.
It shouldn't be like that.
It's on both sides. Like, no, right. I agree.
Like you shouldn't like. I don't know.
I don't know if there's.
I don't really want to get into that.
Going to browse around a store for no reason. I won't go to stores anymore unless there's something in particular I need. Dude, live your life, man. You gotta live your life. You gotta
also who just
live your life. Dude, they've been doing this for 2 years. You at this point, you have to be an insane person.
Okay, but also who goes to a store anymore? Like who just goes to a store to browse?
Some people probably. I was browsing at the fucking G station earlier, dude, and they didn't have any reins.
Yeah, but you went there for a reason. Like say a girl goes shopping for clothes, like they're going to buy clothes, like they're going to the store to buy clothes.
Yeah, but they'll just like look around. Like they're saying you don't even go to a fucking clothes store unless you're like, I need this shirt, and I'm going to this store to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all the good ones.
What else we got?
This one, watching movies with scenes of crowded elevators and no masks. Yikes is all I can think now. That guy's going to die if he goes outside, I bet. I don't know, man. What else we got, dude? You got anything good, man?
Silence. Should we start doing ASMR again?
Dude. I'll listen to this. We're just going to turn this
into
we
did a
ASMR
live
show
on TikTok before this, and we had like 300 viewers for like 1 second, and then they all just left. It
was so bad. It was literally just us setting up. It was nothing.
We figured setting up the most professional podcast in the world would be interesting to see, but
yeah, dude.
I guess not.
Because people don't understand the amount of work that goes into this level of professionalism. This is the nitty gritty that you don't get to see on the regular just viewer's end. You know what I mean?
Right. One last thing like we could talk about is that the M&M's changing their branding or something like that. You were telling me about that?
Yeah, dude. There's this article. Well, there was like a big news that they were redesigning the M&M's for a more dynamic, progressive world. Mars announced, the company that owns M&M's.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, they're like gonna redesign them to make them more progressive or whatever. The redesign is focused on creating a sense of belonging and community, as well as spotlighting the characters' personalities rather than their gender. Of M&M's.
Wait, what? The characters?
Yeah,
Aren't
yeah,
they
you
just
know,
like
the little-
circle things?
Yeah. The
like
the commercials.
mascots.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. I mean, it doesn't make sense, but that makes. Now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, dude. So the green M&M, they exchanged the white-heeled go-go boots that she was given in 1997 for cool, laid-back sneakers to reflect her effortless confidence. Dude, it's candy. It's candy. The green M&M and brown M&M will have a more friendly relationship. All right?
Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes they've been at odds in advertisements, but they have also been seen as friends. I don't know, man. I feel like that doesn't matter, right? Wait, this is the best one. The orange M&M, who has an anxious personality, will embrace his true self, worries and all. But the orange M&M's shoelaces will now be tied to represent his cautious nature. According to Mars, the orange M&M is one of the most relatable characters with Gen Z, which is the most anxious generation. Dude, that's insane. He's a fucking candy.
Who the fuck comes up with this? Like, why are they? Who the fuck is just? Oh my god, dude. There's someone getting paid a lot of money
To do
to
this.
sit in a boardroom and be like, all right, I got the perfect idea. We tie his shoes.
Yeah, dude.
What the fuck? How do you connect?
And
those two?
he's gonna embrace his true self.
You can connect
worries and all.
anything, dude.
He's just gonna be more anxious. And make
Anything-
him less anxious. Then maybe people will be less anxious.
Oh yeah. So then if they eat the orange M&M, they'll be less anxious.
The red M&M, who has shown bully tendencies in the past, will be more kind to his co-characters.
Okay, I like that.
That's a good one, man. That's just
That's the best one right there.
yeah.
You shouldn't bully. You should only eat orange M&Ms and not bully.
This is just crazy, man. Why does it matter? They're literally M&M. I feel like this is also just a marketing thing, and we're falling into it, dude.
Yeah,
We're falling into it.
Our 37 listeners are
They're falling into it.
they're
dude.
gonna go buy M&Ms now
They're
just to
gonna go
see
buy
what
M&Ms.
what
we're
the
talking about them because
Yeah.
of this.
Fuck, dude, that
We're
happens.
talking about them, dude.
That always happens.
They Donald Trumped us.
It
They
always-
fucking Donald Trumped us, dude.
God.
We're upset and we're talking about them. Guess what? All they needed was us talking about them.
Yeah, and I'm over here.
Fuck.
Now I'm contemplating my whole life because I'm just like
They fucking
talking
got us,
so
dude.
much shit. I'm thinking
They got us.
I'm thinking about all the shit I want to talk about Eminem's marketing team,
Yeah.
and then now I just can't because we're talking about.
They got us, dude. They fucking incepted us.
Yeah, we're at an hour and 2 minutes right now.
Want to wrap her up?
I think so, unless you want to keep going. I don't know. I think that concludes everything
I
we
think that
had.
concludes it, dude. I can go on about Bob Feller for another hour and a half, dude.
Thanks for if you've made it this far. Thanks for listening.
Yeah. God bless you.
I know we don't. I know we do. I know we dove into it hard at the
we got
beginning.
deep quick, dude. We We should do a whole episode on MK Ultra.
MK Ultra.
I forgot we were even talking about that.
The Havana
In
Syndrome.
Operation Northwoods.
So thank you for bearing with us through that, but we do really appreciate it. And one thing I wanted to note is in our Spotify bio, there's a link to our Anchor support page if you want to go on there, and you can donate like 99 cents a month all the way up to like $10 a month to help us keep it going. Maybe we can buy some storage with it.
Yeah, dude. People need to donate so we can afford storage, so we can make you better episodes. This is already the most professional podcast in the world, but
We can't be the most professional podcast in the world if we can't buy more storage.
That's
so we're going to need more money.
Yeah.
So that would be greatly appreciated. Go listen to Display Case's new song, and that's episode 12.
and check out the video.
And check out the video.
Actually,
check
we could talk about the video because that was cool. Or should we have Jordan or someone back on?
We'll have one of them back on.
Yeah,
we'll
do
have
that
one of them
later.
back on. But
right.
yeah, go check it all out, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for listening.
Thank you, everybody.